Today's headline drops like a hammer. After months of rising pressure and nonstop speculation, the president has just unlocked one of the most controversial archives in recent memory: the long-demanded Epstein Files. The very documents that have fueled debates, theories, and political fights for years are now officially on their way out of the shadows. But what triggered this sudden move? An almost unheard-of moment where both the Senate and the House lined up in near-perfect agreement, followed by a Truth Social statement from the president that sent shockwaves across the political landscape. The stakes couldn't be higher, not just because of the powerful names linked to Jeffrey Epstein, but because the demand for full transparency has reached a boiling point. And with one signature, the storyline America refuses to forget is about to open a new chapter. Let's dive into how this happened, why it mattered today, and what this release could mean next. On Wednesday, the president officially signed the Epstein Files Transparency Act, the bill designed to force the release of government-held files connected to Jeffrey Epstein. With that signature, the long-sealed documents tied to Epstein's criminal cases and his network of associates are now set for disclosure. This wasn't a quiet, procedural move. It was a direct presidential action that immediately pushed the story back into the national spotlight. And since Donald Trump is the sitting president of the United States as this unfolds, it is adding even more weight to the decision. With the bill now law, the countdown to the release of those files has officially begun. Right after signing the bill, the president jumped onto Truth Social to make his stance crystal clear. He framed the move as a push for transparency, but specifically pointed to Epstein's connections with prominent Democrats as the reason he felt the files needed to be released. In his post, he emphasized that he personally urged Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune to get the bill through Congress, and the response was almost unanimous across both chambers. He also highlighted that, under his direction, the Justice Department has already handed over close to 50,000 pages of Epstein-related documents to Congress. The message was blunt, political, and designed to signal that he wants the public to see whatever the files contain, especially anything involving rival figures. Congress moved with unusual speed and unity on this one. In the Senate, the bill sailed through by unanimous consent, meaning no formal vote was even required. No objections, no hesitation. Over in the House, the support was just as overwhelming. 247 members voted in favor, and only one voted against it. That lone dissent came from Representative Clay Higgins. He warned that pushing these files into the public domain could absolutely result in innocent people being hurt, making him the only voice urging caution, while everyone else pushed for full transparency. This decision didn't come out of nowhere. In the days leading up to the vote, the president had already been pushing Republicans to support the release, saying it was time to finally move forward and let the public see what's inside those files. Adding even more heat to the moment was a resurfaced 2018 email chain involving Mark and Jeffrey Epstein, with Steve Bannon also in the loop. The exchange starts off routine, but then Mark suddenly wonders whether Vladimir Putin might be sitting on a compromising photo envying Donald Trump. A bizarre, offhand speculation that instantly reignited online chatter. The only details in the article are the speculation itself and the fact that Epstein was with Bannon at the time. This renewed spotlight, combined with political pressure, set the stage for the bill's rapid push through Congress. So what exactly is inside these so-called Epstein files? According to the article, they're a massive collection of material gathered during the criminal investigations into Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and several of their associates. This isn't a small archive. It's more than 300 gigabytes of data stored inside the FBI's case management system, along with additional media and documents. Within that database, there's also a client list that has been referenced before, containing names of well-known public figures. The article specifically mentions Donald Trump, former President Bill Clinton, and Prince Andrew among the individuals appearing in those records. This narration is simply reflecting what the database contains as reported, not adding anything beyond that. With this scale of data now set for release, the public is bracing for what might emerge once the files go live. This release matters because the Epstein saga has hovered over American politics, media, and public debate for years. The files have been the center of non-stop speculation, constant questions, and a long list of unresolved conversations about who knew what and when. The decision to finally open these documents isn't just another news cycle. It's a moment that could reshape public understanding of a case that has refused to fade. There's also the political weight of how it happened. It's incredibly rare for Congress to line up almost perfectly on anything. Yet here, both parties pushed for transparency with overwhelming momentum. That kind of unity signals how significant the demand for clarity has become. And with major public figures appearing in the database, the release carries the potential for serious reputational consequences, whatever those documents ultimately show. The country has been waiting a long time for answers, and this move brings that long wait to a tipping point. With the bill now signed and the machinery of disclosure already in motion, the country is bracing for a wave of documents that have been locked away for years. The president is framing this as the moment when truth will be revealed, and whether people agree with him or not, everyone knows the release is going to spark a fresh round of reactions, scrutiny, and headlines. Those files are on their way to the public, and once they land, the conversation around Epstein's network and his connections will shift again, this time with hard documents instead of rumor and speculation. If you want more updates as the story unfolds, hit like, subscribe to Papaya Room, and tap the bell icon so you never miss what comes next.